Mr. Gresh, a couple of questions for you too, sir, this morning. What percentage of UAPs do you feel are adequately investigated by the U.S. government of the 5% that are reported?
I can only speak for my personal leadership over at NGA. I tried to look at every report that came through that I could triage. So.
Do you believe that officials at the highest levels of our national security apparatus have unlawfully withheld information from Congress and subverted our oversight of it?
There are certain elected leaders that have more information. I'm not sure what they've shared with certain Gang of Eight members or et cetera, but certainly I would not be surprised.
You've stated that the government is in possession of potentially non-human spacecraft. Based on your experience and extensive conversations with experts, do you believe our government has made contact with intelligent extraterrestrials?
Something I can't discuss in a public setting.
What's going on with this dude's watch? Like, this is like really distracting me right now, but okay.
Okay, I can't ask when you think this occurred. If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
And was this documentary evidence, video, photos, eyewitness? Like, how would that be determined?
The specific documentation I would have to talk to you to Skip about.
Okay. So, and you may or may not be able to answer my last question, and maybe we get into a skiff at the next hearing that we have, but who in the government, either what agency, sub-agency, what contractors, who should be called into the next hearing about UAPs, either in a public setting or even in a private setting? And you probably can't name names, but what agencies or organizations, contractors, et cetera, do we need to call in to get these questions answered, whether it's about funding, what programs are happening, and what's out there?
I can give you a specific cooperative and hostile witness list of specific individuals that were in those.
And how soon can we get that list?
Happy to provide that to you after the hearing.
Super. Thank you. And I yield back.
All right, guys, here you have it. So thank you for watching Unidentified Podcast. The reason I bring this is because the other day I seen Ed in the hallway, and somehow we ended up having a conversation that led to this. And it seemed like Ed had a pretty strong opinion about this, and it seems like I do as well. And I didn't want to waste the conversation in a hallway and not get it down on, on a video. And again, have you ever seen this video before?
No, this is the first time.
Okay. I'll get back to you on this one. But what's up with his watch, Ed, real quick?
No, it didn't match the suit. That's all. Like you gotta, you got this sport watch on and you're wearing this suit. It doesn't. Like, what are you doing?
Some people make bad dress code mistakes, but decisions. Nagayan, what you think about this about this piece we just showed you?
There is a lot of concrete, at least on the road, statements being made over there. How much of it is true? It's gonna be the next question, of course, but yeah, he seems like a very credible and based on where he came from or his life experiences, he has some very detailed information about what's going on in the inside or behind the scenes.
What is his title? What is his rank, Ed? Do you know? I can't remember what it was.
I forget what he is. I forget, some sort of contractor. I don't know what exactly. I remember him saying that he was in the Iraq War.
Yeah,
I remember that part. He had PTSD or what a PTSD. I don't think I'm even saying that right. You guys know what I'm saying.
PTSS?
Some former post traumatic stress disorder. Yeah. PTSD. Okay.
PTSD.
I think he was in intelligence. I'm not sure what his position is.
Regardless of what, do you find this person to be credible?
Yeah, I think all these guys are legit.
Okay. And can you provide me with some backstory on the conversation we had in the hallway?
No, the reason why I brought up, I just wanted to know, like, do you actually think that we actually got aliens and the technology and we actually doing this stuff? Like, do you think it's real? Like, with these guys who are in Congress, are they legit? Is this really happening?
So to answer that real quick and without going too deep into it, this guy does look like he has seen some shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, he was in Iraq.
Yeah, like he does seem like he's seen some stuff out there, and he seems like he had some good clearance during his service. Okay, that's to say the least. As in the subject with the UAPs or UFOs or the gray people, he seems credible to me. I want to believe that there's aliens out there. I want to believe, and not because it's fun, but because it's very highly unlikely that we are the only living creatures out here, man. You know what I mean? Like, you would be a fool to believe that only the human race and the horses you see and the birds you see in the sky and all these things are the only thing that were ever created. Like, that sounds foolish to me, right? But why come clean now? Why say these things? Why become public? Why? And one of the things that scares me the most is, why do we want to make it so clear that we understand that we have nothing to stand against these aliens, UAPs, or the technology they bring? Why we want to make it so clear that we stand no chance? If they were aggressive, we would stand no chance against them. Why are we trying to make it so normal? Like, okay, like, we encounter these things all the time. We only reported 5%. So 95%, like, out of all the things we have seen throughout all these years, that's less than 5%.
But do you believe it? Like, do you believe that this is legit? They could just be making the whole thing up. Like,
yeah, they could. But before we decide if we believe this or not, let's put this out on the table, right? Out of all these cases, only 5% were recorded. That doesn't even tell us, like, the ones that are not recorded, the ones that are not proven or anything like that. You understand that, right?
5% of what cases?
Of encounters. They say 95% of them never got reported or actually, like, look after or anything like that.
No, what I'm saying is, do you believe that they made contact with these aliens and that these aliens are legit and they're really here and they're doing their thing here?
Well, that's where I'm going. But okay, so whatever, they said 5% is what we actually, like, see, okay, out here, and that they share 5% of the information that goes on. And then they go on to say that they actually rescue some
biologics, which no one ever talks like that. That's such a weird thing to even say.
Well, I can't say it.
I don't know why he would even say this is biologics. Like, what are you talking about?
Which means, like, let's say, for example, hair, anything, a whole body, hair, nails, or anything. Okay? Non-human, confirmed to be non-human.
Yeah.
And I don't know. He seems very eager to share this information. That's like freaking groundbreaking information, like life changing.
Do you believe it?
I haven't decided if I believe it. I want to believe it. I think I do believe it, but part of me has doubt because we are being we've been enclosed with this information for so long, and now it seems like we just it's a commercial. We see it every
leaking out like it's a trend.
Like it's a commercial. Like it's like, oh, the next season of like what the hell is going on. We got these aliens now. Like it seems like very out there, very pushy for us to like understand that this is real after so many years, and like nothing has changed. If what they saying is true, nothing has changed. We stand no chance. It's not like this or that. So why bring it so hard now? Why put it out there so hard?
Okay. Give me some theories then. Why would they do it?
Now. Before I give you my theory, I would like to hear what Nagayan has to say. Like for years, like I said, it's been said, like people, whistleblowers, whatever you want to call them, have said that we had technology and actual bodies of them that we were examining. And we did everything in our power to actually like deny this. And now we like I said, these are like commercials now. I can't watch a video without come across
that's something what has me baffled as well, in the sense that right now it's like they're pouring it down your throat. It's a Dutch saying, but for me it's too obvious that even they have a whole what do you call it, the Congress for it. They're talking about UFOs. I mean, how crazy can it be? Oh, people want to have talk, or that we talk about what we know about UFOs. Okay, so then we're gonna give it, and we're gonna just have it live, and people to see, to watch, so they see what they believe, and that's, I think, where it goes in the wrong. That's my perspective. If you can confirm it, and especially with people in suits and representable people, you can get a lot of people to believe that narrative. Like, oh, we didn't know they were here, or we didn't know we had contact with them, but we have been having contact with them, and right now is the time to accept it, get with the program, or there's no other choice. That's it, get with the program. So in a sense, it feels like preparation for something that's coming. I would say, I think they're already here, and
Ed, I'm sorry, Nagayan, real quick. Ed, before Nagayan continues with his explanation, can you put the other video on cue, the last video that we have there? Put it on mute. We don't have to hear what they have to say. And Nagayan, proceed, please. So you were saying they are here, you think?
I think they're already here, and this is something I believe since I think Roswell incident. Since I found out about the Roswell incident, because it happened.
What's the Roswell incident?
The Roswell incident was actually like a freak accident. They said it was a weather balloon a long time ago, but after that, there's a lot of.
They said that it was a weather balloon that what?
That crashed in the desert, and people that were hiking over there had some weird testimony about what they found, like weird patterns and stuff that they didn't recognize from this planet. So why it cannot be a weather balloon? And then years later, afterwards, there come some documents that were unveiled, and even some photos of aliens being laid down and testing on the table like they were dead, like an autopsy setting. So since then, I'm already thinking about, okay, so we have contact with another smart or intelligent life force, even more intelligent than us, that they can travel to space all the way to Earth. So yeah, since then I'm already convinced that there's life out there, and it would be weird to think it's not part of our society already. So that's me.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is this is not the video I was telling you, but keep this video. Let's watch this video real quick, and after that, I want to see if you have like a theory on what's really going on, like what you think it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one is like about 20 minutes, man. How I'm like you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is this the one you sent the guy in? Is this a video you sent?
No.
Hmm.
Okay.
Is it?
I think there's another one.
Okay.
Is there one with an alien head on the table? Is that what you're talking about?
I sent that one. Can you?
That's the one I want to see. What's this alien head?
Yeah. Put that one real quick.
No matter what you believe, whether this is a balloon, an alien.
No, that's the one. That's the one. This is the alien head one.
Okay, so advance the video all the way until we find it. Oh, that was me that sent that. You're right, but I didn't check it out. I just wanted to like review it before we even started the video, but it's okay. So, Negayan.
Yes.
I think that
So
might be clickbait.
long-
That might be clickbait, guys.
Okay. So how long you suspect they've been here, if they have been here? Right there. No.
I mean, if the Roswell incident happened somewhere in 1992, 1994, between that area, then I would say they've been here for longer than we can actually imagine, in the sense that they might be coming here, and this was just, a freak incident where they crashed. Yeah, the successful times you don't really record, of course, because they will be just, I don't know what they would do if I would find a civilization that's advanced but not as advanced as me. I would observe them without interrupting the environment for as long as I could. That's what I would.
Kind of makes sense. I get that. So like, okay, so all these artifacts, all these like ancient things and scriptures and all these things, you think that's how long they've been around?
Yeah.
You think we had their help?
Yes.
You think they actually like had something to do with the course we took in life?
That's hard to tell because there's a lot of history that we don't have recorded. But if you see the scriptures, you can always find something that relates back to UFOs, and of course, people will see what they want to see in scriptures and things that are written down and that have a past but didn't have yet a concrete evidence for it. And now that the evidence is surging, you can either lay the dots and place them correctly, or either go off path and fear so much and make so many assumptions that you just end up with a weird story. But for me, I say there's 90% chance that we have had contact in prehistoric times.
Now, I do have a question, okay? So, maybe this is me overthinking it, right? But in order for me not to freak out if I see a freaking alien's corpse, even if I'm in the government, I don't care who the hell you are, right? In order for me not to freaking freak out and lose my mind, these aliens would have to like at least have some resemblance to us. That's what I'm thinking, at least, right? Like, well, if you found a creature totally different, like humanoid creature, right, that can walk and everything, but it looks like freaking bigger and just like scary as shit, and like you see it sitting on a table and you like, his family is probably around and stuff like that, would you keep your calm? Like, would you just keep this a secret?
It would be hard. I mean, if you work for the top secret company, of course, it's your job to keep secrets, but somewhere, at some time, something or someone will talk and will speak up. It's a little bit too much.
See, me, I didn't believe any of this stuff at first, and the more I got into it, then I started realizing that, hey, something's going on here. The real issue is not aliens. The issue is that there's people who got their hands on this technology, and now they're operating at a level above everybody else. These are other humans who have the technology, and they're not sharing it with the rest of us, and they're just going off doing their own thing, and they don't answer to anybody. That's the real threat. It's not aliens.
So people like Earthlings, like
Yeah.
people who live here, they just, and where they got this technology from?
These guys, they could have started out in the military. They could have started out in intelligence. They like he said, Roswell, this is probably where it started. And then once they got their hands on the technology, they broke off and said, hey, we can start doing our own thing. And they were...
I think they would be so advanced that like nothing we currently have would actually be able to stand a candle.
This is what these hearings are actually about. They're not really about aliens. It's the fact that you have people who are operating above the government, who create their own budgets. They got the technology to just make their own money. Like, they can do whatever they want. No one, they answer to no one. There's generals.
The government not after them.
Dude, there's presidents who say, hey, you know what? I want to know where the aliens are. I want to know what's going on. And they were told, hey, you're just the president. You need to, know your place. And the president, this is like Bill Clinton. He tried to get into it, and they basically threatened him, said, hey, if you keep asking questions, you can be touched.
Disintegrate you. Yeah.
No, well, they told him they were going to Kennedy him. But generals were told, they're like asking like, hey, where's this money going? Where's this stuff going to this base? And they're told, hey, you don't ask those questions, okay? You don't worry about that. But the generals, these are like 4-star generals who can't even get to the bottom of it. You got money that just disappears and just goes into some black budget somewhere no one knows, no one can question. That's the real issue. It's not really aliens, but it's like these guys who are just running around, and they say that these guys, they made their own flying saucers. They made their own stuff, but it's humans in there. It's people doing it.
Okay. So let me tell you this, because that is actually close to what I thought was happening. Okay. So imagine this. This is just me making this up on the spot. I was writing. Funny enough, I was writing something down earlier today, and my computer like shut off, and that has happened before, but it restarts itself all the time. And it took me like a good amount of time to be able to figure out like how to turn it back on while I was writing that. The thing like right before that, I saved whatever I had written down. But regardless of what, I was thinking like, right? Just imagine this for a second. They are shoving this down our throats, right? And they are, I feel like, okay, we need a common fear, something that everybody fears worldwide. And we need to look like we are currently at a disadvantage. Like there's no way through it. If they were to attack, we would stand no chance. And in my opinion, what does that open the door to? I think
creating mass weapons and
and that's exactly what's wrong with that.
We need to go and put all our money where our defense system or attack system is, because the best defense is a good attack, offense.
Okay.
So,
So imagine if we created a sense of actually like needing this, like brainwash everybody into believing that this is the next step. This is the only way through this whole issue. Okay. Imagine pushing this narrative so hard, almost like a commercial. Okay. You know how you see all these freaking commercials all the time that you like just get tired of seeing? To like where you're gonna die, they're gonna conquer us, they're gonna kill us, okay? Unless somebody comes and save us, right? And who will save us? The next fleet of technology, and new technology, new weapons of mass destruction. Let's say I'm thinking, this is just me thinking, of course. I'm just like a regular dude, so don't. But just what if, right? What if, the new stage of weapons is actually using robots, for example, exoskeletons, actual like AI, sentient AIs, weapons that would planet destructors, but like in a compact way. You know what I mean? Like how can I explain this? Like, these little combat robots or exoskeletons that would be capable of like destroying a whole country by themselves, but they're in our side. And then we would be like, yeah, let's go all for it. They doing this for the greater good. This is the next thing. We gotta make sure. You know what I mean? Like, this sounds fishy enough that it would work, in my opinion.
Indeed. And then to add to the narrative, I was thinking just now, because when it said about weapons and things or technology that's above us, I think in history we still don't know how many of the things have been created, but a lot of the technology advancement, innovation and technology got lost in a lot of the burning of Bible, of scriptures and things like that we don't have.
The Library of Alexandria that got destroyed, right? It is said that like a lot of technology, a lot of like out of this world things were written, right? And then we ended up losing that. But listen, even better than that, think about this, right? Think about this. We currently stand no chance. The government doesn't stand no chance. Nobody stands any chance. And if we have one chance, leave it up to us, okay? Like, who better than us, the government or whoever comes up next, right? It's like, you don't know what to do in this case. And we will be like, yeah, hell no, we don't know what to do. So let us make the choices. Let us, do what we have to do. You just step to the side and we will take care of this. Wouldn't you be, if it was just that simple, you just got to step to the side and let them do what they got to do and just like let it go, and they solve all of our problems? How easy, how convenient would that be?
But I think you're leaving out the most important part. They'll be the ones attacking. They'll be the ones who are actually creating the problems.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's what I've been implying since I started this conversation. You see that thing? Like I said, we didn't show the video. I wish you would show that video, okay? But during the lockdown, we came across this one video where this truck is transporting this like UFO thing, and it was freaking me out for a little while. Can you put it on the screen, Ed? And when I first found this is during COVID, and all these planes moving stuff from here to there, and all these things, and I'm like, why? What is going on? Like, it looks like almost for like a movie, like props for a movie, okay? And on top of that, like some of these things, like people have said like, oh, well, I'm recording the sky, but it's like not really there. It looks like a hologram. Some people is like, so many different things. I mean, look at this video on screen. You can let it roll. But like, where are you moving that? Where are you bringing it? Why is it not covered up or anything like that? Like, I just think this is odd. Why it doesn't say, if it's for a movie set, okay, why doesn't it have like Fox Productions or any of these places name or anything like that, huh? You see this? What does this look like to you, Ed? You are muted. But like Ed,
I know you're trying to say it looks like a flying saucer. What I'm saying is the full testimony is that they already got flying saucers. They don't need to carry them on the back of a truck, Andrew. They actually work.
No. I know, but like imagine, oh well, that is true, but like imagine this. bro. Like, imagine just like putting props all over the world, transporting this from here
Bro,
to there.
no, they got the stuff. It's working, dude. Like, it's there. Like, they don't, it's not like some fake thing. Like, it's there. Like, they got it working.
Yeah. This is.
I was working with there was like, we got all these guest workers, and one guest worker, he was in the military, and we were talking about the UFOs, and he was saying he came across some of this stuff, and he came across like some documents, and they were talking about how they got like a fleet that's like 10 astronomical units out in the solar system somewhere. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, like this dude, he was legit. Like, you think like on this like this dude's joking. No, this dude was legit. Like, he doesn't come there anymore, but he was official. He was going to school to be like some intelligence analyst or something like that. He was just working there a little bit. Okay, I'll start it back up. But no, I was just saying, you know, it's a guy, and he was talking about.
No. Start it and tell the story.
You got what? I don't know where you guys left off at.
So he came across some documents. That's the last thing.
Yeah, he came across the documents, and it was.
Are we recording right now?
Yeah, we're recording. We came across.
By the way,
yeah.
Ed started saying some stuff he wasn't supposed to be saying. They almost, you know.
They froze our internet.
Our computers went down and everything. Like, I don't know what's going on. But Ed, hurry up with your story before.
Yeah, we were just talking about the aliens and what we thought about them. I told him the same thing, that it's not really about aliens. It's about the fact that humans have this stuff, and you have a rogue faction of people who are just operating on their own and don't answer to anybody, and that's the real story. It's not really aliens at all. And that's why all this is a big deal. That's why all this is coming out. And these people have been operating behind the scenes since the 40s, 50s. And that's the real story. A lot of people, you know, they get hung up and they think it's about the aliens, but human beings who are totally rogue and not answering to anybody, that's the real threat. Yeah.
I no longer think that this is about the aliens either. Like, I currently think you might be right, man. I always had that doubt, but like more and more I keep thinking like that is the case.
Because I just keep watching it, and it's like they're talking about, oh, they got a base in Antarctica somewhere, they got a base over here, they got another base below ground, and these are people. It's people who are able to do this. Like, if it was just aliens, I wouldn't worry, but when you got people that are doing that and you don't know what capabilities they got, and they're talking about these guys got a fleet in outer space somewhere, like,
yeah. And listen to this too. Like, I came across so many videos of Antarctica where shipments go there, like weekly shipments go in there, and like after a certain point, like, you can't trace them. Okay, so people have tried to like Google search, trace them, and all these things, like trace like shipments, and after certain points, there's no information, like no feedback of this, and only like high clearance level like shipments can actually reach that point, and after that they take over. Like the whoever's working off that is the ones. We should maybe make an episode on that. Actually, that would be a good.
That would be.
But another thing is we got the technology. We don't need fossil fuels. We don't need any of this. They figured it out like 100 years ago, and they're not letting the technology out.
Okay, but on top of all of these things, okay, why continue with the world going in this towards this route instead of like making it public, allowing people have like a little crumb of that technology and see where it goes? Wouldn't that be like useful for everybody, like for all humanity? Even
well, that's the issue. It's just them. They only looking out for them.
But look,
and also, I mean, if you look at the atom bomb, yeah, that was some technology that would, yeah, that is
Oh,
weaponized.
well, that is true. But what I'm trying to say is like, let's say, give us a whole bunch of Play-Doh and lock me in a room, lock the guy in a room, lock it in the room, and we are able to do like whatever we want. All three of our minds would think differently and would come up with different things, right?
Hmm.
So give us a problem, and all of us will come up with our own version of the solution, right?
Yeah.
But
So
if you
why?
if
Mhm.
you have the most powerful people, well, don't you think they will get the brightest minds in there or the most creative minds in
Absolutely.
there
So yeah,
to play with it?
that is true too. So yeah, it's a whole bunch of things. Also, like the fact that people saying that the Nazis help us develop so much technology. I mean, the Nazi scientists were being used here in the U.S. to develop new technologies and all these things, and they shaped the way we do things today. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that.
Everybody heard of that. Andrew, come on, stop playing.
No, I didn't hear about it. So there you go. So that's something we can actually explore and actually display over here. But I think you're right. For the first time, I'm very close to what you are saying, and I like truly feel very close to reality when you say what you are saying. Nagayan, how do you feel, man?
I mean, there's some very good points in that. I still believe in aliens, and I think that will be the vision I have. I hope it's real and that we're coexisting with them peacefully. On the other note, it could also be possible that there are just some higher entities, or if it's human, non-human, that are that are running the show behind the scenes.
Well, I let's make it clear. I made it clear earlier. I do believe aliens are real, and I think it would be foolish. And I think everybody knows that. Even those people who we are referring to know that aliens are real. I just think they might have been hoping they would have made a move by now, and I think aliens are watching from far away. And we were hoping they would make a move by now and like hoping something would happen by now so we can justify. So now we're creating like the situation. Instead of waiting for something to happen, we are actually creating situations. And
No, these guys, the aliens are real, and somehow they got the technology from the aliens. Maybe it's from one of these crash ships or whatever, or maybe a ship that's been here for 1,000 years and they found it and they back engineered it, but they got this stuff, and now these humans who got this alien tech, they're the threat.
But Ed, do you know what I'm like? Do you understand what I'm referring to? Like these regular humans expecting like this organization expecting for these aliens that we all know exist, like even they know exist. They like, oh, maybe they'll make a move, maybe they'll do something, and then like the technology and we develop and all these things, we'll make a move on that, and then like seem like we are, this or that, or, but since nothing is happening, that now they forcing it to look like it's happening, and I think if aliens are this much superior to us, they're just watching from far away to see what happens, and I think the time they come out is when we actually like turn on each other, and there's no way behind anything.
I think these guys, they got the technology, they're creating some sort of breakaway civilization, and they probably got they posted up on Mars, they posted up on the moon somewhere, they got bases in Antarctica, and they ain't even worried about the rest of us.
You think so? We already in Mars and the moon and stuff?
Dude, could be, man.
We don't even know the depths of our own oceans.
They on the bottom of the ocean. They got bases on the bottom of the ocean, all right?
I believe that there's got to be an organization which is hidden.
They say these spaceships fly underwater. They fly underwater the same speed they fly in the air. It's like it doesn't even matter to them.
Yeah.
There you go.
Very capable. Well, should we expand on this, or are we done with this?
No, that's about it. Yeah, but they don't care about the rest of us. They doing their own thing. They got a whole breakaway civilization.
We are just in the way. But
just
there's a lot of us.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, if you like the episode, please leave a comment. Be respectful though. Please share if you find it to be amusing, and please suggest us to go in either direction, whichever. We'll do the research. We'll look it up. We'll make a video and try to have fun with it too.
Yeah.
I don't know when these episodes come out, but more information once they post it. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna add to it on Instagram or whatever, short videos and stuff like that. So stay tuned. Whenever you see new videos out, you can go to Instagram and you will find a little something in there. Okay. Thank you for watching on Unidentified Podcast, and we out.
We out.